Daddy Bishop was born in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, October 15, 1921. He spent much of his professional life working as a brick mason, but over time felt compelled to open his own neighborhood business. He initially settled on the idea of starting a mortuary, but that all changed with a dream. It was in a dream that God told Mr. Bishop to open a restaurant on the land in front of his home and to call it Dreamland. Dreamland Barbecue, a very famous place. Mr. Bishop obliged, and in 1958, he and his wife, Miss Lily, opened Dreamland in Tuscaloosa neighborhood of Jerusalem Heights. Miss Lily, a fantastic cook, initially served everything from fried fish to cheeseburgers. However, it was their hickory smoked ribs that quickly went from a local favorite to a national sensation. To keep up with the demand, the Bishops soon whittled down their menu and began serving only ribs, white bread, and potato chips. The rest, as they say, is history. Since Mr. Bishop's passing in 1997, Dreamland has been expanded to 10 locations, is often ranked as one of the country's top barbecue spots, and is on the bucket list of barbecue enthusiasts the world over. Despite its growth, Dreamland still stays close to its roots, using the same techniques and recipes John Bishop and Miss Lily perfected 6 decades ago. His photo still hangs in every restaurant, employees still proudly share his story, and the community he began serving back in 1958 still reveres his name. Here today to accept the honor on behalf of John Big Daddy Bishop is his son, John Big Daddy Bishop. Come on up here, man. Congratulations. Your father is in the Barbecue Hall of Fame.
Thank you. Can I get a roll tide? But it's a great honor to be here. All I'm gonna say is thank you. I will be back next year. Keep it short. Roll tide.
Mr. Bishop told us his father's restaurant opened when he was 4 years old. And one more round of people will get their hands cut by the trophies that Stretch made for us. Thank you, Stretch. Next up is Wayne Monk. While Wayne Monk certainly qualifies as a business owner, it's his role as pitmaster of the famous Lexington style that made him critically important to the history of barbecue. Since opening in 1962 when he was only 26, Wayne Monk has set the standard that practically defines North Carolina barbecue. Lexington is recognized as a specific style, and the best example of that style is Monk's Restaurant. The restaurant and Mr. Monk have received endless accolades from every publication that writes about Southern barbecue. Southern Living, USA Today, Garden and Gun, Our State Magazine, the Charlotte Observer, even Craig Claiborne in the New York Times. In 1983, Monk even catered a barbecue dinner for 7 heads of state, including President Ronald Reagan at a G7 summit in Williamsburg, Virginia. Wayne Monk is a part of the barbecue family tree. He worked for Warner Stamey himself, considered the godfather of Lexington-style barbecue. He defines the very role of North Carolina pitmaster. Here today to accept the honor on his behalf is his grandson, who told me to tell you he's the favorite grandson. Can't verify that. Josh Monk. Come on, Josh. Your grandfather is in the Barbecue Hall of Fame.
I really do appreciate that. What he did not say is at that G7 summit, my mom stole all the china there, so we still have it at the house. It's pretty amazing. Very great china. Anyway, I just want to tell you a little bit about Wayne. He started Lexington Barbecue back in '62. Him and a partner, his partner's name was Mr. Honeycutt, and that's how he got our nickname, Honey Monk. 6 months after they started, they had about $200 in his pocket. Mr. Honeycutt said, Wayne, you know what, we're not going to make it. Let's just split this money and call it even. Wayne said, you know what, you keep the $200, I'm going to keep staying here. And 57 years later, here we are. We're with you fine folks, probably eating some of the best barbecue in the country. And I just want to say thank you so much for all you guys do. Please continue to cook this barbecue. Please continue to do what you're doing. And American Royal, thank you so much for all you guys do. It's been amazing. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Josh, and congratulations. An epic barbecue family for sure. Next up is C.B. Stubblefield. C.B. Stubblefield is the creator and founder of Stubbs' legendary barbecue sauce, as well as the famous restaurant Stubbs, originally opened in Lubbock, Texas, and now situated in Austin. He was a pitmaster, a business leader, and a chef of everything barbecue. C.B. Stubblefield, known as Stubb, got his first chance to cook for the masses as a mess sergeant in the last all-black regiment of the Korean War in the U.S. Army, transforming his mess hall into the first incarnation of Stubbs Barbecue Restaurant. That's a great story. After his tours of duty in Korea, Stubbs moved to Lubbock, Texas, where in 1968 he christened Stubbs Legendary Barbecue. Today, Stubbs' heritage lives on in his renowned sauces, marinades, and rubs, continuing to make people feel good all over the world. Here today to accept the honor on behalf of C.B. Stubblefield is his grandson, Rocky Stubblefield. Rocky, your grandfather's in the Hall of Fame as well.
Thank you. Me and my brother are happy to be here today to accept this award. Ladies and gentlemen, my granddad was a cook. If you've had a Stubbs bottle, you've seen that on the bottle. He grew up with 12 brothers and sisters, and there were so many of them, they just all called them Stubbs. They're all the Stubbs. And it stuck with him. So when he opened his first restaurant, he called it Stubbs. In 1991, he went on David Letterman's show, and David Letterman said, "What's the secret ingredient?" And he said, "Love and happiness." So still today, we keep love and happiness our secret ingredient for making a good sauce. So thank you for this honor, and keep buying Stubbs.
But it's been great. It was great.
Thank you, Rocky. Folks, this is three epic barbecue guys, their families, three epic barbecue restaurants. Can we have a round of applause for the 2019 Barbecue Hall of Fame inductees?